Anyone just making stupid shit.
Okay, we are recording, so I don't fucking know. We can start.
Welcome.
We can literally start whenever.
Should we do the intro?
What intro?
Welcome to Solomon Express
We have
with
an
your host, Angry Anonymous, and Shimille Batsuka, and also my mom.
Yeah, your mom's in the background. I'm home alone. Feels good. Okay, so
She's singing Let It Go.
that's good. That's perfect. Special guest, Angry's mom.
She's feeling very beautiful.
She's not single, boys, so calm down. She's with me. Mm-hmm. All right. So they did a bunch of shit with Gundam. Yeah. It's happening.
So we got episode 7 of Unicorn. I don't care.
The final, the big finale. I haven't seen
disappointment of a finale, most likely.
Yeah, well, probably not disappointed to the people who are totally into it right now. Probably fucking fine. I haven't seen 5 or 6, so I'm probably not going to watch this either. I don't know if I'll ever pick up. Probably not. I don't care. How about you?
I have watched less than you.
Oh, well, okay then. So we're not going to fucking watch this.
Most likely not. I mean, I might watch it just to see how it ends, to see if I was right that the build-up was entirely not worth it, and I wasted my money buying episode 1 and 2. And they started coming out.
Here's the bigger question though. What build-up are you talking about?
I mean, no, just like
you mean like the hype?
Hey, this is like literally 5 years almost.
Yeah.
No, this is almost 6 years of this stupid OVA making. I have gone through entire stages of my life, the development of this stupid shit, and was it really worth it waiting all this time for a kind of okay animated show with bad visual direction and style, and for it to end this way? Most likely not, but I'm gonna see if maybe somehow they make it worth it.
They pull it off.
So far, it really hasn't.
It's possible. Anything's possible. It could be good. The ending. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what 5, 6 are like. I don't know. No fucking clue. I have no idea. I just dropped it at 4 because I was bored. Basically.
Well, 4 was like the low point.
That's what people say. But nothing that they said, nothing I've heard about 5 made it sound any better than 4. Or 3, because 3 was eh. So I don't really... There's like nothing for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. Maybe it'll pick up. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be fucking great.
If it is, I'll be surprised and I'll be happy. But if it's not, then I won't be disappointed because I already knew.
I won't disappoint myself. So aside from fucking Unicorn, which we hate, well, we don't hate. We're completely indifferent to.
It's just like, yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing that happened, and boy, did I not care.
Yeah.
There's also, I guess, the Origin would be next on the list there.
The Origin, the animation stuff from what I saw from just that gun tank was okay.
You mean for the mecha then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything else looks, typical Sunrise
OVA, yeah, of the late 2000s.
Which is, it's whatever.
It's alright, it's whatever. It looks fine. I mean, it doesn't look bad-ish. I mean, there's some parts that look kind of shitty, actually, but whatever. Yeah. It's like super early. Maybe they'll fix it. They probably won't.
Drawn these frames.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they probably won't fix it.
Yeah, whatever. Don't say that being a child. I don't.
Yeah, it's whatever. So the first episode, from what I understand, is it's going to be the flashback, which was like in the middle of the manga or whatever.
That's actually, I feel like that's a good place to start. I'll be entirely
honest. I guess if they want to just get it out of the way, because the thing is that when he did do it, actually, from what I understand, I haven't read that part yet. From what I understand, during the flashback, it was kind of jarring and sort of like annoying because it fucked the flow a little bit.
Yeah, of the manga, right?
But I guess, like, who's reading Origin that hasn't seen Mobile Suit Gundam? And if they are they really the kind of people who are going to care about, the fact that all this stuff about Char and Sayla is being introduced immediately. Like, do they care? Probably not. Those people. For everybody else, it doesn't really matter. We already know. So I guess, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna be a completely different dynamic than what you would have gotten otherwise.
I mean, I think that that's fine because if you're gonna do an adaptation, you should do a straight one. At least not have it to be the same experience because
it's not the same experience even if it was a straight adaptation because one is a comic and the other one is a show and it's a completely different experience. Even if it was a frame by frame adaptation, for the most part, the experience will never be identical under any circumstances. Anybody who says things like that they're fucking stupid. They don't know anything about media. They don't know anything about animation or fucking sequential art. And they're just talking out of their ass because they just want to say stuff and sound smart.
Of course.
Yeah, they're shitheads. Fuck them. But either way, I mean, I'm all for trying to make it flow better for animation because it probably will. Because you think about how long it takes to read compared to how long it takes to watch. It probably takes longer to watch it. To be honest, you can burn through manga like a volume 1. I was done with that shit in a minute.
If you sit down and appreciate the art,
I go back and appreciate the art later. It's always going to be sitting there. You know what I mean?
And it very, very, very nice.
But when I'm into the story, the art is just a storytelling device for me. I'm here for the story. I'm just reading the story. Basically, the art's just illustrating the story. I come back later and appreciate pretty much every panel as a work of art because it's so good.
If they adapt the story straight, I think it'll be a good OVA.
Yeah, if they fuck around,
I mean, they're gonna have to cut some things, but
yeah, of course,
there's a lot of details that are just there to just.
I don't mind them cutting things. I don't mind that. What I'm more worried about is them adding things or deliberately changing things and altering sort of like the feeling
aspects of what made
and
adaptation.
Right, and I don't like. It's not like a big deal to me. If it's still good, then it's still good. But if because it's already so good,
Yeah, I mean,
and altering story aspects, like altering the order that it comes in, that's one thing. But altering story aspects, you don't really need to do that for an adaptation. It doesn't really benefit,
especially considering it's a story elements done by Yaz, and he, of all people, knows what he's.
Well, I mean, that's regardless. I mean, with any adaptation, if it's a good material, regardless of, it doesn't matter. Like if it's good, it's good, and we already know it's good.
Adapt the story of an adaptation that's supposed to be.
Well, Origin isn't an adaptation though. It's not. It's a retelling. It's different.
True.
Yeah, we would never call it an adaptation because it isn't. If it was an adaptation, it wouldn't be so on the surface different.
It is perfect envisionment of Gundam.
Right. It's not an adaptation. Yeah. But I just wanted to make that clear for everybody. But oh god, what the fuck was I saying? If it's good, then just go for it. Go straight for broke. If you need to cut some stuff out to save time, that's understandable. If you need to move some stuff around because of the pacing, that's understandable. But to alter the story is inexcusable. Doesn't make any sense. There's no reason to do it. Don't do it. Don't do that. Yeah. Don't do it. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. Is they fuck around. It's gonna mess with it, and it's not gonna be like, even if it ends up being good, it's still gonna be kind of like, yeah, but you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to, and there's no reason to, and it's really disrespectful to the original media, and it's also just kind of like who the fuck are you doing that? Like, what's your problem?
Well,
stop it.
I mean, the only reason why people really okay, not the only reason, but the major reason why people respect Yasuhiko's adaptation.
Well, like I said, it has nothing to do for me about it being him, so much as it is with any kind of good media. If it's anything, like. Yeah. If it's good, then it's fucking good. There it is. Leave it the fuck alone. Have it be what it is. It can stand on its own merit. Don't alter shit because you want to fucking sell more model kits or something.
Yeah,
it's like, fuck you. This is good. This is actual good story.
Honest, the Origin has a lot of things to make models of.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they're fine. And again, what I mean is definitely they're fucking fine. They got all their bases covered. It's there. Everything they need is there.
All they gotta do is make the kits good. Really.
They don't they don't even need to do that. I mean, let's be honest. They don't got to do that.
You're right.
They don't usually. Most of the kits they make aren't fucking good, so it doesn't matter. They just got to make the kits.
Yeah, it'll sell out because it's like really well done.
The story is engrossing, and when you get caught up in the story, it's really easy to get everything else, like to get on board with anything else is in there. So even if the gun tank looks like shit right now, and it does, the CGI gun tank, not because it's CGI, but because the design is actually different. It's like, it looks stupid. It looks like
I don't know why they changed it.
Like they squashed it with a hammer or something, and it was already pretty squat.
The thing is that the problem I have with the change in aesthetic is that they made it too.
It doesn't need to be CGI.
Also, I mean, I don't care about the CGI.
Well, the reason why it doesn't work.
What I care about is the fact that the visual style of that scene was not really.
It's not up to snuff, yeah. But here's the reason why it doesn't work, and I'm going to go into like aesthetics here. Because it's CGI, it's stiff, and normally that's fine because mech design, whatever. But Yaz's particular style is not stiff; it's very organic. You know, you look at the mobile suits. They are organic. It's almost like picking up from Mobile Suit Gundam, the TV show, and making it modern with the designs Okawara gave them, and then sort of taking that feel, the organic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very distinct, and when you change it,
it'll look like Unicorn.
It won't look like Unicorn. It'll just look like another different thing that's stupid.
Yeah.
Which is what that looks like. So I'm like, well, okay, maybe it's just the fucking gun tank, like the gun tank CG for this scene, probably what it is. Or it could even be like a placeholder, but I doubt that because they put a lot of work into that model. It's very detailed. So it's probably what's going to be. Which is a bummer because it doesn't look good. I mean, it looks good, it just doesn't look right. That's what I mean to say. It doesn't look right.
If you see the comparison, I think I sent you the image.
You might have. I didn't look though, but I knew from looking at it.
Like the cockpit hatch is a lot longer and reaches all the way down. Everything's a little more exaggerated, and the gun tank looks more like the old gun tank a bit, except not really.
I don't know about that. It looks like its own thing, but it just looks wrong. Yeah. Well, I mean. I don't think so. I think
the CG one just looks like a bunch of boxes, kind of, with some of the gun tank details on it.
Oh, okay. You meant Yaz's looks more like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They're straight adapting the Okawara. Well, I don't know if it's straight adapting.
Yeah, they made
round.
It kind of looks like they made a model after the line art, but they didn't really look at the line art that much. They kind of just said, okay, get the shapes, and they didn't really take into account what those shapes were and why they were where they were and what that means for when you draw a dynamic scene with them.
Yeah.
Because it just looks like shit compared to what it actually should be. It doesn't look good. It looks really boring. When it's running over stuff, it's like bopping up and down like it's made of cardboard. It looks terrible.
I mean, weight-wise, it is.
Yeah. Well, because they didn't apply any physics to it.
No.
Because I know I'm saying with the model the animation, there's no weight.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Fucking up.
I think that the worst part about this OVA is going to be the animation.
Probably.
And the best part is going to be the story because that's why you would adapt the origin, right?
The best part should be the story. It should be. That's the caution. Like it should be the story. Is it going to be? Could be. Hope so, because that's the part I fucking care about. So I'm definitely going to be on board to at least watch the first two parts of it because I want to see what they do with the flashback. I want to look at it. I want to check it out. Whenever it comes out, it's like 2015 or some shit. I'll check that out, and then I'll be on board if it's not complete shit, which it shouldn't be. Looks okay to me. Looks fine. So if it's fine and as it looks from what little I've seen, then we're fucking on to the next part, and then I'll check that out too, and that will be the real selling point. Because to be perfectly honest, my standpoint, don't get really fucking shit about Char's backstory. I don't care, or even Sayla's really. I don't care about that, but I do care about the world building. I want that. So that'll be neat for the origin. I'm hype for that. even if it's not what I want in particular, like this isn't what I want out of an Origin adaptation at all. Really, this is nothing what I want. But it looks okay. I mean, it doesn't look like shit. It
looks like they'll do a decent job.
Yeah, they're gonna do something. It'll probably be enjoyable. Like whatever. They're trying.
The thing is that the release schedule will be slow.
Yeah, of course.
It will be annoying.
Yeah.
So
which is why I'll probably get tired of it too. But the thing is, like, G-Reco is also coming out.
Oh yeah, the actual announcement that I care about.
G-Reco. I know that you're all about this.
Because G-Reco, it looks like it'll be like a fun show. Honestly, it doesn't look like it'll be super horrible. Like tone wise.
I mean, I don't know. I've learned. This is something that you've also learned, but are choosing to ignore. that you don't really. When you look at a Tomino show,
yeah,
you don't really know what you're going to get until you get it. Until it's all said and done.
That's true.
So we don't know. It could be, I mean, there's people like to make this distinction, like there's fun Tomino and then there's sad Tomino or whatever, and it's like not really.
Right now, Tomino is stuck permanently unhappy.
Maybe, I don't know.
He has so much shit and then bounced back so hard.
I don't know. I mean, what I'm saying is there's not a distinctive cut like that. It doesn't exist. I don't believe in it.
Oh, true.
Not true. That's a bunch of bullshit. Everybody says that's fucking retarded. They're fucking retarded. What it is it's just he just makes shows. Yeah, he just makes shows, and he makes the kind of show he feels like making at the time. But there's not like the darker tone shows are all dark, like always. No, there's comedy in the darker tone shows. There's there's dark shit in the lighthearted shows, except for Zabungle, King Gainer. But whatever. Either way.
Zabungle and King Gainer happen to be my favorite shows by
You haven't seen King Gainer.
No, I mean, like, I've seen a bit, and from what I saw.
Oh, okay. I thought you haven't seen any of it at all. I don't know. But yeah, King Gainer, fucking great. It's one of my favorites too. I love King Gainer. King Gainer, like, almost gets dark.
Almost.
Yeah. You haven't even gotten to that part yet, I'm sure. But it almost gets dark. And then it's like, nah, we're just playing. I love King Gainer. It's awesome.
Thanks. You're wrong.
Yeah. You thought this, but the truth was, go fuck yourself. So, yeah, G-Reco, I don't know. I have no clue.
G-Reco,
this
like
preview...
The design aesthetic, people immediately say, oh, it looks like...
I'm sorry, what?
People keep saying that it looks like Eureka 7.
It does look like Eureka 7, or Rekka 7, or whatever. It does look like that because it's the same designer.
No, I mean everything.
No.
Including...
No. Just the people.
The mechs look... They look... I don't dislike them. I like the GM. Pretty neat.
The mechs look just like standard... They look like standard robots to me. Like, it's fine. Like, I have probably no problem with it. It's like it's very standard Gundam fare. There's really nothing about it that's like gonna identify this aesthetic to me out of anything else. Like, it's like this just looks like what it is. Yeah. Like, it just looks like Gundam.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like the same kind of Gundam it always looks like, I guess. Which is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. Fucking whatever. It's just however they take it. Like, if the only thing about this show that makes me care is the design aesthetic, then it's probably not going to last me for a full series. I'll just get bored of it. But if it's like good, then fucking shit. I'll be in. You know, the design isn't bad, so there you go. That won't bug me. So that's cool.
I think Tomino knows. I mean, considering how long he's been working in the fucking mecha industry or just the anime industry, he knows how to get good designers working on things.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a single show of his that really had bad designs, particularly.
I don't know. I mean,
brain powered.
There's nothing really good in Ideon except the Ideon. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's bad stuff, but there's nothing like. It's mostly just like, who cares? Just like, who cares? And that's not to say like, oh, it's goofy, it's bad. It's like, no, it's not. It's whatever. It's not eye catching, really. All the mech designs in Ideon, no matter how stupid they look or how supposedly batshit crazy they are, they all kind of like blend together to me.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't mind it because they fit the role. Just
sure. I mean, that's what all I'm saying is that's one of those shows where it's like, I don't really care about the robots that much.
Yeah.
There's nothing interesting about them at all, really.
Other than the Ideon. But
yeah, well, that only really... Ideon's not interesting enough to capsulate me for the full show on the design. You know, like, it's like, I don't really care what this robot's doing after, like, 3 episodes. I don't give a shit. It's like the story brought me into that show. Which is what I'm hoping will be the case for G-Reco, because I don't really care about these designs. I don't care. I mean, they're fine. I don't care, though.
The Gundam looks like it might be interesting, although we can't really get a good shot.
Looks like a Gundam. I mean, the V-fin's different, sure, but it's a Gundam, so okay. All right. Whatever. I mean, like I said, it's not bad at all. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's nothing interesting for me, personally. Just another Gundam show. Aesthetically.
Skype decided to explode. Anyways.
Yeah, we're fine, though.
Okay. So, the major thing is that the story seems to be, from what I remember hearing from the interviews and everything, it's going to have a really, like, an interesting dynamic, or the way the story's going to go is not going to be the typical Gundam fare. But as far as I know, I also don't know anything about the plot, like, really specifically.
I don't know anything at all about this.
It's going to be focused on maybe the main character's sister and her raising to power or something like that.
I have no clue.
It sounds like Tomino wants to make an interesting show. That's all I can really say. He just wants to do something cool.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not expecting a ton of interlocked world building with this. When I say interlocked world building, I mean like regarding what happened before, in terms of shows that came before. Like, this is probably
it's supposed to be post.
Yeah, it's supposed to be post UC, but I don't think that's really going to matter. I don't think it.
They might do not.
They might. I mean, they might do it. Like I said, I have no idea what the fuck this show is. Well, Turn A didn't really care about that either.
I mean, it's gonna do it. That's why, like, not caring.
Yeah.
Still,
anything could have been in the Black History. It didn't matter. Anything could have been there. Literally anything didn't matter, because it wasn't important what happened. all that matters is that something happened. It doesn't fucking matter what. Which is what I mean. That's how I feel this is gonna be. Like, it doesn't matter. The entire history of Gundam in the UC could be completely different. It doesn't matter, because this is so far away from that. I feel like, I'm guessing, like I said, I don't know anything, but I'm guessing it's just not gonna fucking matter at all, which is fine by me.
Yeah, I mean, really, I have no negative or positive expectations for the show, because really,
don't know anything, right? Like, whatever.
Yeah. It's gonna be a Tomino show. What can I expect out of Tomino? He's mostly done good shows, so I could maybe expect it to be a good show. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know, though.
Yeah.
And anyone who has super high or super low expectations is stupid.
Well, I don't think they're stupid. I just think they're not thinking critically. You know, they're just not thinking about it. They're being like...
I was just stating my opinion.
Right. I'm stating my opinion.
Honestly, just don't buy into the hype, or don't buy into, like...
You can buy into the hype.
Tomino.
Like, you can buy into anything you want. You can do it. The thing is, be genuine with what you expect.
Yeah.
You know, be genuine. What do you actually think is going to happen here? Like don't build your expectations based on a bunch of speculation other people are doing. If you want to speculate, if you want to do that, fine. Like, if you want to be brought into it. But if you're like If you want a genuine idea of what this show is going to be, there's no genuine idea. There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing.
When's the last time Tomino made a show?
It's King Gainer, right?
I think so. How long ago was that?
Really fucking long ago. Like 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
If you want to count...
I don't think it was that long. Maybe.
Almost.
It was pretty long.
I mean, like, Tomino, through the years, he changes a lot.
Yeah.
And his works change a lot. They're not really that much similar to each other. When you look at the different eras, Turn A is nothing like, anything from Tomino in the 80s. It's really
I think the reason why Turn A isn't like Zeta or Double Zeta or Dumbine is because it's not that kind of show.
Yeah.
I don't think it has much to do with era. Because
what I'm saying
because Victory Gundam, it's like in the 90s, and it's tonally speaking, kind of like it feels a lot like Dunbine Zeta sort of tone.
Yeah.
So I don't know about any of that crap, but I don't think era really has anything to do with it. I think it's just it's all case by case. It's not like you can group them, because I think that's the same for everybody who makes any kind of show. It's like you can't just like arbitrary. That's why it's like the happy Tomino, sad Tomino. It's like, doesn't fucking mean anything. It's like you can't generalize that when it comes to a creative work, because it's all case by case.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's actually something there, like you can pick out, I don't know, certain things that a creator does with all their stuff, then that's different. But if it's like
trying to bring that up, actually that goes with the point I was saying, is that Tomino he has a lot of range. He does a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So he's not really that predictable.
No, there's a million different ways this can go.
The fact that it's going to stop things, because people have.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's connected to Turn A.
I'm gonna cut this off. We're gonna return later. All right. Okay, we're back.
All right.
So continue your thought.
All right. So basically, from what you just said, is that it all reinforces the idea that Tomino is a guy who jumps around and does many different things, and so our expectations of them or his works aren't really going to be very accurate, because we have no clue it's going to be. And secondly, people who think that it's going to be connected to Turn A, there is no basis for this, because Turn A by itself, while being connected to everything else, has no connection to anything else, because it's its own show. And the fact that UC or AC or anything else that happened before it or supposedly connected to it happened prior to it, it has no actual connection to the show itself, its themes, story, or anything. It's about moon people and stuff like that, etc., etc. So really, this show is going to be separate from everything. It's not going to specifically hit upon other things, because that would be really stupid. It would be like a dumb gimmick for a show. It's like it takes place before a big thing,
Yeah.
I doubt that Tomino would go out of his way to make a show. It's like it's a prequel to Turn A or something like that. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it feels like it's too late in the career to do that.
Because
he did Turn A already. He already did it.
Turn A's done.
And he doesn't really do stuff like that. I don't think... Has he done like a prequel show? Maybe like in the Dunbine universe, maybe.
But that's because that's like a...
And he might not have even directed that. I don't even really know. I haven't seen all of that stuff, so I wouldn't know. But, yeah, it just doesn't feel like his bag, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was really the kind of guy who just like, he finishes something, he's like, okay, what happens next? What's next? So even if this does take place technically before the supposed events of Turn A,
it's not gonna be.
It doesn't matter. Just like it doesn't matter that it's taking place after UC. Doesn't matter. At least that's the way. That's my guess, and that as good as anybody else's, really.
But really, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You know what's gonna matter? It's that Tomino's making a show, and it might be good.
It might be good.
That's what matters. That's what really matters.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a new show from a guy who has a lot of experience, and at this point, he's probably done with a lot of people's bullshit, so he just wants to make his goddamn show.
He just wants to make his shows.
He has no obligation to make a show.
It's been like that since Turn 8, pretty much.
So he whatever he makes now, it's because he just wants to.
Yeah, everything he's been making, from Turn 8 on has pretty much just been, I feel like making a thing, so let's make a fucking thing.
He says that from an interview, he said that before he turns 87, he might be able to put out 2 to 3 more works.
That's a long time too. He's only like 60 something, isn't he?
Yeah. So he says that. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna make like a few more shows before I, retire.
Yeah.
Or die,
right?
That's probably what he means by that.
Yeah, when he says retire, it probably means he fucking kill over. But yeah.
And that's a little dark, but you know what?
That's life.
What I read, he doesn't have a negative opinion of mortality, so it's fine.
That's life, nigga.
It's like, I'll make a thing and then I'll go away. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. I'll leave my mark on the world.
Which he has already. He has made.
Well, he wants to make more marks. He wants to pee on more trees. He wants to make everybody know.
Territory, this was mine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's why I'm enthused. Like, I'm looking forward to a show just to see what he does. Really.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I mean, it's been a while since.
It's been a while that
since Big Daddy T has been in the driver's seat, and we'll see what the fuck he's got.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. I'm obviously super disappointed that it was not a stealth remake of G Savior. Obviously. How dare they? No. I don't know, dude.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things. I thought Tomino had my back, but he betrayed me once again. Somebody's gonna believe that. Okay, so is that really it? Like, is that all we have really to talk about?
I don't know. I guess that's it, right?
Yeah.
Because I heard they. Well, no. I guess that rumor was gone. The Gundam-san anime adaptation, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I thought it was just a rumor I heard. So.
Maybe in 2016. Whatever.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't fucking matter anymore. I'd rather see Tony Gundam.
One last thing that I've noticed is that right now Sunrise is trying to very slowly milk Gundam.
Trying to what?
Trying to very slowly milk Gundam.
Build Gundam?
No, milk.
Milk.
Yeah, they're very slowly trying to milk Gundam.
Yeah,
as opposed to doing it very aggressively.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is that they're making very short, like slow release OVAs, because I can tell that Sunrise is getting a little concerned with what to do with Gundam.
And they don't know what to do.
Or how to keep printing money. So they're just trying to print it as slowly as possible, but it still makes sense.
They've had their first big bomb in a while. And that was Age.
Yeah.
It was like their first big bomb in a while with Gundam. Usually Gundam's, it's a hit. They make something out of it. And,
well, I mean,
X, that was a while ago, though. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, Age is another X.
Yeah.
It's just, that's okay,
That's fine, that happens, whatever. So they're just trying to figure out, so how do we not do that again for at least another 10, 15 years? I mean, that's just what the game is right now. Like, how do we make sure that doesn't happen again in like 15 years? It's probably gonna, but they're giving it a different approach because they did the rapid fire thing in the 90s, show after fucking show, and they did sort of like a regular release in the 2000s with Seed, and then 00, and then Age, and it was sort of like a regular scheduled release of Gundam, And now, who knows? It definitely seems more they're focusing on the OVA scene.
Yeah, it's because it's the
it's more stable, and they can actually take as much time as they really want to, even if they don't need to, because they can just say, "Oh, it's an OVA. It takes a while," but they're not really. It doesn't really take that long for the product they're giving, because it's like that's just the way it is. That's just the way it goes, man. So they can legitimately take as long as they want with it, instead of like putting an episode out every fucking week.
Yeah, it's just that Unicorn disappoints me for how long they take for it isn't up to snuff.
Not good. Which is, I guess, maybe fault of the core narrative, but I've never read that book. So what the fuck do I know? Nothing. I know nothing about it. All I know is what I've seen on the screen, and it was pretty shit. in terms of the story. It was really boring, and it was really plotting, and it felt like wasting my fucking time. And I didn't even know if there was I didn't know what the resolution was. I had no clue. I still don't really know. I've heard things and I don't care. That's why I don't know. So it's like,
I feel like there's no real good ending there's no ending.
Yeah, and I don't feel like there's any way to end this satisfactorily. It's gonna be stupid because the story's it's stupid right now. You know, like what are they gonna do? Like
you can't properly undo stupid.
You can, but they can't.
Not when you're
the proverbial you can. These people in particular cannot. They do not have the talent to do it. Or the motivation, so they're not gonna try. Why would they try with this? They're not gonna.
Of course.
I haven't tried yet, so why would they do it now? That's, like what? For what purpose? They're making so much money with so little effort. Who cares?
I mean, you just gotta hope that one day we'll have a new boom of new directors with ambition.
Yeah, with ideas and things happening. It feels like every time Tomino puts out, like not Tomino in general, but like the old guard puts out some new shit, then the new guys like get their shit together and put out some good shit too. Because it's like they probably feel like, well, we're fucking stupid. What are we even doing right now? These old ass motherfuckers are showing us up with their shit, and it is like that. It's like, yeah, dude, get your shit together. What are you doing? Look at this fucking 60-year-old man is kicking your ass. He's kicking your fucking ass. Come on, dude.
This man, all he does is swim all day. I mean,
well,
that's all he does.
The most powerful man. Swim and smoke. Doesn't give a shit.
I don't think he smokes, but...
Does he not smoke? I don't know.
Tomino just goes to the pool and swims, man. That's what he does. I think that's what he's been doing.
He's been swimming for 10 years.
So, I mean, if this man, all he does is swim around all day, is making, like, crazy shit, then maybe he should...
Yeah, get your shit together, man.
Get your shit together. Spending every day swimming, maybe you should work on something better. But yeah, I guess that's all my thoughts on the new announcements, and...
We finally talked about Unicorn, sort of. Even though we didn't go into depth about the show. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, it's like, fuck that show. It's the same way I feel about Gundam Seed Destiny. We bring it up all the time. We don't actually want to review it or talk about it or anything. It's just like we bring it up because it's a talking point in regards to other things. It's like, yeah, it really fucking sucks. Let me use it as an example. If you've seen it, you understand what I'm saying. Like that's pretty much it. It's a reference point. It's like, yeah, you know, that thing, that fucking shit. It's like that.
It's part of the universal mecha enthusiast experience.
Yeah,
watch that really shitty show.
I didn't finish Gundam Seed Destiny. I went to like 15 or 16, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna finish watching this because I watched all of Gundam Seed. I was like, it'll get better. No, it didn't get better, dude.
It never got better.
It got progressively worse, and it wasn't like the worst thing though. But then Gundam Seed Destiny was like the worst thing.
Gundam Seed, I couldn't. I tried to sit down with friends. I think I told you.
And apparently, I dropped that show before it actually got bad.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, that's what people tell me.
Watched it and we couldn't. Like, we got migraines. I'm not joking. We had to stop, order some food.
It's really boring. You know?
Yeah.
Like, who cares about these fucking people? They are the lamest shitters ever.
We could talk about Seed one day.
We could talk
that because that's legitimately like.
It's not the worst. We can talk about it. We can talk about it without just being like, fucking, you know, like all the whole time, just like, oh, this shit, you know. Like, there's like stuff I can appreciate, or at least maybe not appreciate. There's stuff I can look at and say, okay, I respect what you tried to do with this. I understand where you're coming from. You did a thing. You said, okay, maybe it didn't work out. That's fine. Gundam Seed Destiny is like, what were you doing? Why did you do it? I don't understand. Please stop. Please. Just don't do this anymore.
It's hurting my face.
It's hurting me. It is hurting my being. I just want to enjoy cartoon. You're fucking me.
I just want to enjoy my cartoons, please. Can I?
Yeah. You're just fucking me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Man, we ended on a depressing note. This is only like 40 minutes. That's good.
I just want to enjoy my cartoon.
We just want to watch cartoons about robots. Maybe get a little bit of drama. You know, like good drama, not that shit. Fucking like natural drama, maybe. Like I'm okay with a little melodrama.
Drama.
Yeah, well, it's melodrama. I'm okay with a little melodrama. You know, like I like Zeta Gundam, and that's melodramatic as fuck. Everybody overreacts to everything, but it's fine though.
That's because they're like on the border of death at all times. You know, whatever.
It's because they're all fucking drama queens. Just dramatic people, except Torres. Torres doesn't give a shit.
I still thought it had more to do with the fact that they're on the border of death at all times.
Yeah, but it's like Char, the most dramatic man alive. And he's hanging out with Camille, the other most dramatic man alive. And then they're meeting all these dramatic, like... We already talked about Zeta Gundam. We already talked about this. We did this already.
I'm doing this because I'm a woman.
There's like a 3-hour show where we talked about all this. We're not doing it again. Not today. Not this time.